If you're the only one in your organization that can do that job, you're going to be the only one in your organization that can do that job.
Believe you were born to win. It's your right to win. Claim it, frame it, 'cause you were.
So often I've seen people over the course of my career focus on one role. They have been in that role for 20 years and they have been expecting that the organization will see them and know that they are ready to move to the next opportunity. But they have been so focused on only that role without taking the opportunity to start learning other things in the organization or getting exposed to other people in the organization and building relationships and making sure that people saw them as somebody who was ambidextrous, somebody who's smart, knew the organization, somebody who is always trying to improve. I had a senior executive say to me that there are so many people within their organization that are disappointed when they bring in somebody from the outside because they feel that they should have gotten the shot. But this executive said to me, but they never have demonstrated that they had an interest in something different, that they had the initiative to teach themselves or get exposed to learn something new. They never took on anything that was additional outside of what they were doing. It is so important that you communicate to people that you are interested in leveraging the experience that you have in order to make a better and bigger contribution in the organization. The mistake that many people make is that they say, I'm the only one in my department that can do this. They need me. Well, here's the reality. They might need you now, but you should be conscious of the fact that every seat has a cap, a market cap in terms of what's the highest that they're going to be able to pay you in that seat. And when you've tapped out, then you will continue to deliver excellence, but with no ascension in your pay. If you have aspirations to make more money, to have more responsibility, to have more influence, you have to communicate your interest in leveraging that expertise into something else. Here's another thing I want to tell you. You have to be responsible for training the person that you want to take your seat. And so often people are afraid to do that because they believe that they won't have a seat. Well, on the contrary, you will have demonstrated that you can develop other people, you can transfer skills, experiences, intellect. You also are now able to articulate how you want to use what you were doing in order to make a bigger contribution in the organization. You can't hold on so tightly to that role thinking that you're the only one that can do it because the reality is nobody's indispensable. And you don't want to find yourself stuck and capped out with respect to what you're making because you've been holding on so tightly just to that role. And again, if you're the only person that can do that, then you won't have an opportunity to move. You have now presented a cap on your own mobility. Make sure that you are taking the initiative to train somebody else to take your seat so that you now have the opportunity to leverage that experience into a bigger and better role, enabling you to make a bigger contribution in your organization. Go get them.